All right, we're going to mark our cable here, 6 inches overall opening, and then 4 more inches to sand the jacket. This opening is for a 600 volt splice, secondary splice. This is 400 MCM copper, 600 volt cable. So we'll sand our jacket with a 80 grit paper. You want to get it good and roughed up, that way the epoxy, or if you have a cold shrink or whatever you use for your waterproofing, you want it to be able to grip good in there to protect and keep water out. Once we've got this sanded, we're going to go ahead and get what is actually our semicon score, and we're going to, it's got the adjustable there. You can see we're flipping it from square cut to adjustable cut. You're going to set your depth, and that's the dial for the depth. So as this, we've already practiced opening, so we know our depth is correct, so we'll get it on that line. You put it on that line and you have it a square cut first, and you're going to make a full counterclockwise rotation, and then you go to spiral cut, and then just work your way all the way to the end of the table with that spiral cut. And then we're going to look at it right here closely too. You can see where he's going to come out, and you want to see where that blade comes out. That way when you go to start your needle nose or duckbill pliers, whichever preference you use, it should give you an easier spot to grab a hold of and start peeling. And you make a couple little peel there, and then you can just take it by hand the rest of the way. So you get your line out. Be real careful here just to make sure you got a good straight smooth cut. And then your next marking is going to be to get your insulation removed for your connector. The connector on this is overall 3 inches, and so we're going to open in half of that, which is 1.5 inches plus a ½ inch for our sweat. So we'll have a 2 inches removal. Make your mark good so you can see it good when you're putting your scorer on. So we'll use our same score, and then you'll have to adjust your depth again to make it go. And we've had it, by practicing earlier, we know exactly the depth we need on that dial, so it's all set. And then we'll get it on. You've got lines on your, if we'll hold it right there a second, I'll let you see the line, see where that line is on the end of the connection going to the mark on the cable. All right, again, put a square cut, do a full turn rotation, and go to your spiral cut and work it off the end of the cable. Again, just like before, you want to see where it comes out. Makes it easier to grab. With the pink insulation on there, it actually shows it a little better. You can see the lines a little better where they start and end, to kind of help you. And just like on the other one, on that jacket, you can just peel it right off. Once you get done with that, you're going to take your 120 grit paper, and you will sand the insulation, getting any residue off. Make sure it looks real good and clean. Once you're done sanding, you want to go ahead and get your conductor brush. Well, yeah, you dust it with a rag and get your conductor brush and clean your conductor real good. Make sure it's all marked up good. That'll help with the tinning process when you're making your sweat connection, or if you're putting it in a connector of some sort that's got grease in there, it helps that grease with it. So once you're done with that, you will go ahead and clean it. You will start about 3/4 up on towards the jacket, then you'll work your way out to the end, and once you work it all the way off of there, you go ahead and throw it away and get another one. You never want to touch a conductor or the jacket with or semicon per se on another cable and then run on the insulation. So you're going to do just the opposite, get closer to the conductor, work your way back off, and then you are done.